This is THV 11 News at 6.
Hello, and thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Faith Woodard.
And I'm Brooke Buckner. We begin with a developing situation in Pine Bluff where SWAT was called to a home on 40th and Cherry. Police believe the man inside shot a woman who has since been taken to the hospital.
The severity of her injury is among many things we are working to learn. THV 11's Catherine Rowley is live at the scene. Catherine, what can you tell us?
Well, Brooke and Faith, I'm actually here at the Pine Bluff Police Department. We just spoke with police and we learned some new information. We learned that the shooting happened just before 2:20 this afternoon. That's when around 2:20 that calls came in to the Pine Bluff Police Department saying that there was a 71-year-old woman that was shot. Quickly thereafter, 68-year-old Will Jenkins was named as a suspect by witnesses on the scene. That's when law enforcement officers who arrived to the scene also had some go to his residence. There they found him barricaded inside his house. Officers were able to make minimal contact with him. After that, he stopped responding. Negotiators came back out to the scene, and then they didn't respond. SWAT was active as well. We are talking to neighbors. We're also talking to police. We'll have more tonight at 10. Again, this is information that we were just learning, and there's plenty more to learn in Pine Bluff. Catherine Rowley, THV 11 News.
All right, thank you, Catherine. Let's bring in Tanya Motorzitsky now, who's live outside the courtroom where attorneys argued over pretrial motions in the case involving Aaron Spencer, who's charged with the murder and the shooting death of a man he says sexually abused his daughter.
Tanya, where do things stand just over a month ahead of the trial?
Well, Faith and Brooke, as you can imagine, the courtroom was packed with a high-profile case like this. I even saw a man wearing a shirt that says "Protect Our Children." The judge is keeping everything tight-lipped and protecting the courtroom. Some information about the court case today got out to the public. It came back in a text message. She escorted and made everyone leave the courtroom to go get patted down for cell phones. So she's very protective, but enough with logistics, right? Today was day 3 of pretrial. Prosecution and defense made arguments over a federal agent who specializes in cell phone technology that pinged Aaron Spencer's phone to line up with the facts of the case. The defense argued you cannot pinpoint exact locations. The judge allowed it without satellite pictures. Then the prosecution brought out body cam from 3 months prior to the murder of Michael Fossler when the investigation began. In that body cam, you hear the officer tell Spencer to try to calm down, telling him not to take matters into his own hands. And defense argued that this conversation is irrelevant because in October, that's when Fossler tried to harm his daughter again, and that all Spencer was doing was protecting his daughter. Now, this pretrial will pick up again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. The judge is only giving them 2.5 hours to finish pretrial completely before they start jury selection next week. For now, live in Lone Oak, I'm Tanya Motorzitsky, THV 11 News.
Tanya, thank you. Over to an update on the story we told you about yesterday, a chicken farm that has neighbors complaining about the foul sights and smells.
Rolly Hoyt picks up the latest on this THV 11 investigation for us tonight. Rolly?
Yeah, Brooke and Faith, we saw Tanya Motorzitsky down making the trip in Cleveland County to a place called Tina Farm yesterday, where neighbors have been sharing pictures of dead animals and waste they could see from their property. And at least one person complained to the State Department of Environmental Quality. Well, that agency reached out to us this morning. Turns out they did send an inspector to the farm earlier this month. In a document in the DEQ database, that inspector reported finding puddles of water flowing through chicken litter and determined that runoff threatened a stream on the property. She directed the person listed as the farm's co-owner and workers there to move the litter to a better storage location, and she saw them fill the puddles with dirt to try and stop the runoff. Tanya got some shots of the dirt and apparently doing its job. DEQ indicated they hadn't had any other complaints at that property, and the report didn't find any dead animals, but we still have questions because we asked the State Agriculture Department to look into Tina Farm's permits, and we've got questions for Tyson Foods. They've got a sign out front, and we want to know what the farm's status is with them. We'll let you know when we find out.
Thank you, Rolly. The Arkansas Department of Health has confirmed the state's first flu-related death of the season. As of December 12th, more than 112 people had been hospitalized statewide, with most cases involving seniors or children.
Pulaski and Benton counties are reporting the highest numbers. Health officials warn cases are expected to rise and say getting a flu shot remains the best way to prevent serious illness.
We start with the shots outside Simmons Bank building, some 40 stories up. It's foggy. You can see the light on the building and some of that mist and fog drifting about. It's a messy night out there, folks. Here's what we can expect going forward. There will be a chance of showers tonight, along with the drizzle and along with the fog. This is what our radar loop looks like over the last hour or so. Some light sprinkles or even some light drizzle over in eastern and northeastern Arkansas. That activity will persist, and temperatures right now are in the upper 40s. I've reforecasted our low for 48. We'll see if it drops off, but we're going to hover in the upper 40s and low 50s for a good part of your night. Here's your 3-day forecast. Tomorrow, with a frontal boundary moving through, we'll reach around 65, and I think that's going to happen in the afternoon. Drier, cooler for Friday. Then we'll see temperatures warm up again as we head into Saturday. Partly cloudy Saturday, a little rain chance on the way for Sunday, and then more warm temperatures in time for Christmas. I'll have that forecast here in just a few minutes.
All right, Tom, thank you. Tonight we turn back to a familiar issue in Pine Bluff, illegal dumping and littering that residents say just won't go away.
The city recently partnered with Cards after we shared concerns from the community, but neighbors say while trash may be removed, it doesn't stay gone for long.
THV 11's Maya Ellison breaks down the latest complaints and the city's response.
In Pine Bluff, neighbors are once again raising concerns about illegal dumping, a problem they say has persisted for years. It was Monday when photos circulated online showing a large construction dumpster nearly 40 yards long, overflowing with trash along Belmore Avenue.
About 8 o'clock, I got a call and some pictures from constituents that's saying that, do something about this. But by the time I got ready to put a plan in action, Carts called me, the grounds person called me about 8:15 or so, and told them that they was investigating.
Code Enforcement Director Patrick Lockett says the dumpster was placed there due to a miscommunication. But once it was set down, it quickly attracted unauthorized dumping.
If we set a dumpster down, it's just people in town just feel like they ought to just dump in it.
Although the trash has since been removed, some residents say the problem goes far beyond one dumpster. With permission, we spoke to a 14-year-old who lives close by, and he says he sees the issue regularly.
They'll ride past, let the window down, throw the trash out. They don't pick it up, they don't even try to throw it away.
And when they come and clean it up, is it back again?
Sometimes it will. Everybody be about like, you gotta wait 2 weeks later and they'll probably do the same thing over and over.
In Pine Bluff, littering can result in a fine of up to $1,000. And Lockett says in cases of illegal dumping, letters are sent after a property owner is identified, but many are returned undelivered.
We trying to make our community better where we won't have to see that because that's making our community look bad.
Remax owner Wes Brown says illegal dumping has created a financial strain for landowners across the city.
Well, it's very frustrating because it costs us money all the time. Every time we have to send someone to a property to pick that stuff up, it's an added expense to the property owner.
Now, we reached out to Cards, the city's waste and recycling provider.
Thank you for calling Cards in Pine Bluff. Please hold for just a moment while we reach a representative to assist you.
We did not receive a response before deadline. Residents say better enforcement, including the use of video evidence, could be key to stopping the cycle. In Pine Bluff, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
Thank you, Maya. For the first time, Little Rock Mayor Frank Scott Jr. is sharing his thoughts after a group of neo-Nazis was seen marching through the city more than a week ago. Little Rock police say about 20 people, identified as the Blood Tribe, walked around several places on December 6th, traveling in a U-Haul. Police eventually pulled over the U-Haul on the interstate, ticketing the driver for traffic violations. Mayor Scott says the sight hit him personally, but also points to how law enforcement responded.
I'll be quite frank, it pissed me off to see them, not only as mayor, but as a black man. But as mayor, I'm glad that our police department abided by the law, upheld the Constitution, did what they needed to do, and move forward. And they too stand against bigotry. They too stand against any racism.
Journey Taylor also talked to the mayor about his relationship with the city's police department, crime reduction, and about his plans for ongoing projects across the city in the new year. Her exclusive interview airs tomorrow on THV 11 News at 10.
Well, 3 years ago, residents voted on a bond election that would help fund a new district court in Little Rock, and now there are finally plans in the works for when citizens can expect the money to be put to use. The city has purchased a new building on West Capitol Avenue. That will be the new home of the Little Rock District Court. City leaders say it's an opportunity to revitalize the area with a new modernized building. The district judges say they're looking forward to having all their staff under one roof and new resources to better serve the community.
This will be the first time that I will have my own courtroom. So that gives us more flexibility to do things like mock courts, moot courts, teen courts. I'm involved in the teen court program through the Pulaski County Special School District. So it gives us an opportunity to bring those events, as it were, to our courtroom and to bring it to a courtroom that represents the capital city well.
The new courthouse will be located right across from the federal courthouse on West Capitol Avenue. Construction expected to start by the end of 2026, and if everything goes as planned, judges could move into the new facility by January of 2028.
Expect cool front to move through tomorrow. There will be a few showers out ahead of that boundary. Temperature is expected to be in the middle 60s by tomorrow afternoon. We'll have a nice weekend and then warm temperatures next week in time for Christmas. I'll have that forecast.